Well, yeah. I called, to quote Mel Gibson, of course, as usual. Mel Gibson, ladies and gentlemen, Mel Gibson.
He called.
Uh, he called. I called, or the one where he picks up and just goes whore, and then that's it. I was thinking about that because I'm thinking about pleasant, happy things as opposed to Nick Rekieta, who I didn't really feel like. I felt like it's like, oh, we'll do some goofy stream tonight. Earlier, I was thinking, it's like, what if we do a stream where we just go over what a great movie Stone Cold was? That was such a fun movie. We watched on movie night. Story of Ricky and Stone Cold was on movie night. It's like, oh, just had a wonderful time. And and so I was thinking we'll do that just as a stream for no reason out of nowhere, or we could record it and put it up on the behind the
Because it's fun. It is.
paywall. Yeah,
It's fun. It's fun
it's
paint.
just fun. But now instead, we have to hear about Nick Rekieta. Again, we didn't want to constantly be because we knew if we kept being validated by this, more and more people would find out more and more horrifying shit that nobody ever
Yeah,
wanted to
I'm
know.
tired of hearing about Nick Rekieta. He's disgusting.
Yeah,
Having to hear about his disgusting life.
he's not in prison yet. He's still above ground. Both of those are pretty unfortunate.
I
But
was also going to point out, it's like, this is more selling points for us. It's like shitty webcomics.
yeah,
We don't molest
unfortunately,
children.
yeah. Well, I don't want to have to sell, but I mean that's the funny thing is we've never supported anyone who molests children or does
Yeah, I
drugs or
oppose that.
exposes drugs or pornography to their children. All of the people who hate us have done all of those things, and we've shown that. Um, and that's an interesting thing. Also, is um, the people who were friends with Rekieta's for years and years, they were the vast majority, pretty much every single one of them knew this about Rekieta. So again, it's like even going into it,
Yeah,
it's just
they
sad.
made
It's
excuses so that it
unhappy.
could keep happening. Instead of being like, oh man, this is wrong. We need to fucking take action to make sure that this can't happen to his kids anymore. His kids need our help. They're like, oh no, Nick Arcade is a big E celeb. We better not go against him because
We
he's also
better
got a
not.
trust fund.
Yeah, that's the thing. For years and years, we had told the truth about Rekieta, and everyone out there who was on Team Rekieta or however they put it, it's just draining at this point to even think about the people
Yeah,
out
we
there
don't handle this stuff
who
too.
spent
That's
years
something.
covering up
This
for
is
it, and
something
now
for
all of them
somebody
are
else.
completely they're all of Rekieta's friends who covered up for him, all pretty much all of them knew it, and the ones who are really throwing him under the bus, they're doing damage control for hoping the stuff they were involved with doesn't get found out. So that's something that's the next thing that people are completely in the dark about is the Rekieta stuff is going to keep being the Rekieta stuff, but the on top of that is the people he was friends with were they have a lot of their
I
own,
know for a
not
fact
even
that people
secrets.
are
We've
listening to this
been
right
completely
now who are like, "Oh,
um,
where's the news about? Where's your proof?" I don't give a shit.
we showed it.
This isn't
That's
my
the thing.
job.
Yeah,
All of
we
you
showed that.
fucking
Everyone
losers
else, go
who are like,
ahead,
"Oh, where's
go
this
do
stuff
that.
about
Go
iniquity?"
do
I
the
don't give a
work.
shit.
Time for everyone else to catch up to where we were 5 years ago, and they're still not going to though. But this is another example of what we were talking about: is that Nick Rekieta was very clearly a bad father the whole time, always
I
was,
especially
and so
resent
you're
people
going to
acting
keep
like it's
hearing
supposed to
stuff
be my
about
career.
this. It's going to keep
Oh,
going
isn't
on
this all
as
you're
we had
supposed to do?
called
No, it
years
isn't.
ago. Yeah,
No, fuck no. I don't give a shit about Nick Rekieta. I
yeah,
don't
no.
even really give a shit about his kids. But why are you people defending it?
Yeah, that's another thing is that all of the people who were supporting Rekieta up to this point, all of this is on you. You allowed this to happen. You should have your doors kicked in. You should be
Petra,
thrown into the gas
share
chamber
a
right next
cell
to
with
him.
him.
Yeah,
That's what you should do.
a gas chamber. Share a gas chamber with him. But here is Somebody mentioned this in a reply on a tweet where somebody was trying to cover up. They were trying to be like, Rekieta didn't do anything bad, just allegations, that kind of shit.
When he
And
does
someone,
something bad, it's not really that bad because he's rich.
yeah, well,
No, it's still bad.
not
In fact, if anything, it's
just
worse.
because he's rich. It was specifically because he was popular on YouTube and people agreed with what he said on YouTube. Every single time that happens, people will overlook any behavior. And every single time that happens, they're always like a child abuser. Without a single exception. And that includes all the people
This
now
is
who are
old news.
condemning Nick Rekieta who were
This is
friends
old
with
news.
him.
You're going over the same
All
old
of
news again.
those people, every single one of those people is a child abuser as well.
You're reiterating the truth again.
Yeah. And it's stuff that had been proven. It's not even, something that's going to come out. It's something that, stuff that did come out years ago and everyone just chose to ignore it. Just like the Rekieta's behavior. Rekieta being like this, it was all right out in the public
like
years
him
ago.
Being a cuckold and him being a liar and him
we didn't
going to
expose
bat
this.
for
He was like this. He was just like this. All we did was point to it and say, "Here, that's what Rekieta's like," and everyone's like, "No, Rekieta's a good person." And we knew that it was the exact opposite. We noticed it. Why didn't everyone else? There is no reason for anyone to not have noticed all the stuff we had simply been noticing.
It's so much worse than that, though, because again, a lot of the people who are fucking like talking about this and reporting on this, it's their fucking career to do that.
Yeah, reporting.
It is so far beyond too late to have put a stop to this. All you people had to do was listen to us first. All you had to do was
just notice. You don't even have to listen to us. Just notice.
That is a massive red flag. Why would they ever be doing anything like that? Yeah. And the answer is because they behave in bad faith.
And it's funny. Start with all of the people who were lying about us for years because we had told the truth about this because we had noticed the truth and we had simply pointed to it and said, there's the truth. That's what's going on. And all of these other YouTubers with their huge platforms who started spreading slander campaigns and tried to get us canceled and deplatformed and whatever the fuck else you want to even call it.
All these supposed right-wingers.
All of them now are repeating every single thing we said about Rekieta, and we had noticed. We were right about it because we weren't guessing. We were just noticing. That's all it ever was. It's just a simple case of noticing. Anyone could have done it. Anyone should have.
Guilty
and if you didn't, it's because you
first, second, and third degree.
Yes, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh degree, even perhaps 0th degree, perhaps. But anyone else could have just noticed this on their own too. But the thing is that they didn't want to because Rekieta was popular and he had
a lot of
that's
these people. That's how that's another bad faith red flag.
People worship status. The only real god people have is status. That goes for everyone, especially Christians. Christians fill the God-shaped hole with popularity and popular people.
Well, Christians and also black people.
Yes.
Well, black people what's especially like to do that.
You know what? Same diff. That's you said the same thing twice there. What is even the difference?
People love to celebrate
black
fame.
people. Black people. Anyways, we just
black
look at the
running around.
Yeah, that's not really a joke, Carl.
I know it's not a joke.
The screen cap. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I wasn't joking. There is no punchline. Not a joke.
There's no punchline. It's not a joke.
Yeah, speaking of which, the CPS reports or whatever investigating the situation with the kids. This first one, I saw this. I did see this on Kiwi Farms. It says, after being placed out of the home, the children were subject to hair follicle drug testing. All of the children except for Audrey
it's a
Rose.
Long-term drug use thing to it. For anyone stay in the hair.
Yeah, the best way to test for long-term drug use. Immediate drug use, they will usually do a blood test, but for long-term drug use, it's like counting the rings in a tree. If you take a hair follicle, just one singular hair, usually off the top of the head, because the longest hair will show the longest record, actually. Again, much like counting the rings on a tree, but the really bizarre, fucked up thing is all the children except Audrey Rose tested negative. Audrey Rose tested positive for cocaine
First
at
off,
a level of
name's
over
Audrey Rose.
5,000. Yeah, that's like announcing. That's like first of all, drug addict parent will name their kids something like Audrey Rose. It's a very drug addict kind of parent, or not even a hippie boomer parent would do something like that, or like a fan of Twilight or something,
Somebody who
like
wants to molest their
Renesmee or some shit.
children does that.
You know that there could be something to that too. Now, who knows about that? We're not going to. That's one thing we won't irresponsibly speculate for now. Although there are connections. Rekieta does have many, 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 many connections to much more child abuse. In fact, that's what I was saying earlier is the friends who are throwing him under the bus, some of those are actual child abusers too. So they're looking to avoid scrutiny for their own behavior. It's look into Rekieta's friends. You're going to find all sorts of fucked up shit like that.
You're getting paid to. I don't know what's worse, doing it for free or getting paid to do it because, like, oh, I don't give a shit about Nick Rekieta molesting his kids, grooming his kids by or just a legitimate groomer.
Covering up, because Rekieta did cover up for other child abusers and people who most likely molested their kids, who are still popular on YouTube and getting invited on all these shows, all these other shows that are, the big nerd culture war YouTubers. They're having these people on. They're having the yellow umbrellas on and so on. And that's something that people that we have talked openly about, we've been proven right, the same way we've been proven right about Ethan Van Sciver and Nick Rekieta and so on. All we're here to say is that it goes way deeper. There's way more to it than just Rekieta and EVS and Comicsgate. It basically encompases all of the nerd culture war YouTubers.
It's like, what does this have to do? What is this about comics? What does comics have to do about this?
That's exactly what you need to ask them. Yeah, ask them, what does this have to do with comics? Not a question for us. It's a question for everyone else. It's a question for all of you. But the minimum cutoff for the drug sample was 500. The kid tested at 5,000. The kid, by the way, Audrey Rose, is the one that is 9 years old. Here's a Kiwi Farms post.
This is not a 16-year-old kid who fucking
it's not the 17-year-old.
This is a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah. Here though, interesting new matter of public record attached. Would anyone care to ask Nick's most ardent defenders why it was okay for a 9-year-old to test positive for cocaine? And this guy says she didn't just test positive, but way hot. 500 milligrams was the cutoff for that hair follicle test. That means if it was 500 mg or whatever, 500 of something, that would, if it was below 500, it would be considered negative. But it was over 5,000. She just turned 9 years old last week. So it means also while 8 years old.
Yeah, an 8-year-old.
Here's one thing. Here's a reply. As this guy,
did she celebrate her 9th birthday by fucking taking cocaine?
By just railing, just blasting lines, or maybe
9 years old. It's time.
Here's a Droopy Drawer says, "I'm calling bullshit though." So good to know. I'm so glad that this Droopy Drawers guy, this guy with like 50 followers on YouTube, he called bullshit. So okay, you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not child abuse anymore. Isn't it nice to know that all of these people on the entire internet who never saw any of this coming, who have no clue about anything that's going on, they're just going to call bullshit. Oh, okay. Never mind. Whoa. The here is there's some printouts and stuff. It was posted to Kiwi Farms, the CPS report. Apparently, people looking into this to verify it. It was posted to Kiwi Farms here, and I link to the thread. It's on. I'll get to that in a second.
How many times all these people get CPS involved in their lives? All these people who are part of Comicsgate.
Well, that was another thing. Is Tug, where Tug kept accusing people, including us, of calling CPS on him when it never happened and with zero evidence. They would just make the claims. Again, just constantly lying. And fucking, how many times does it need to be pointed out that Rekieta's friends who are now they're stuck in this limbo of not sure whether they should condemn him or not. But all of them have these gigantic, blatant histories with being caught lying about people who were proven right. Us, stay with me here, and then having something to hide themselves. And the funny thing is, in Tug's case, constantly lying about people calling CPS on him. One of Rekieta's fans,
repeatedly, yeah.
One of Rekieta's fans actually said, "I'm going to fake calling CPS on Tug so that he gets some more sympathy." And Rekieta replied to that, being like, "Go for it," you know. And then Tug also admitted that he called CPS on himself at some point. He was like, okay, the CPS report was actually me. I called them to let them know that the crazy weirdos on YouTube, again, weirdos, the W word, look out for the W word. Unironically, that's a huge tell. We've been saying that for years and proven. Everyone else is noticing that now with Rekieta constantly calling things weird. That was something we had been making fun of for years and years, is all of these YouTubers call something weird when they have something to hide. Weirdo is always a gigantic projection. If you saw any of these nerd culture YouTubers, yeah, Detractor too, they always have something to hide if they called other people a weirdo or detractor. Usually they're the biggest weirdos themselves, and not in a good way, not in a kind of a fun indie movie fucking polyester kind of way. Not in like a John Waters, like weirdo movies, that kind of thing. Have these documents been verified yet? That is the only thing, is that they haven't. In fact, on the thread, I was going to post the rest of because again, if it's public information, I was going to post the rest of it, but Cheese Koik just locked the thread as I screen capped it here. He says, thread will be unlocked shortly. Please contain discussion about this document to that thread. If it turns out to be fake, it'll be easier to deal with. So again, there's an element of Null not wanting this to be true, as for a long time,
because
he had PR. Covered up for Rekieta.
He doesn't want it to be true, because if it's true, that makes it harder for him to sweep up. Not because he cares.
At this point, he can't sweep for it anymore. But at this point, it's also so bad that there is one element that is playing this well. Is that if it is fake, it's going to make Rekieta look more innocent by publicizing this. So again, there is a good reason to wait for this, but at the same time, it's also important to remember that for YouTubers, they should be considered guilty until proven innocent. Guilty.
I mean, he disagreed with us.
Yeah, that's all the proof anyone should need for anything. Unironically, we're not saying that it sounds like a joke. It's not a joke because it's actually been proven.
It would have been a joke
single
if it
time, without a single
a
exception. Yeah,
if we hadn't already seen
it should be a joke.
As a legitimate pattern that has been followed and carried out so many times over years and years, 100 times now.
Too many years for like 100 years at this point. It's 1,000 man years.
1,000 years ago.
1,000 man years worth of evidence proving us right. Just even sometimes from irresponsible speculation. Which really it's more like we're psychic prophets. I think that's a closer and easier to understand explanation. We're just psychics. We just know everything.
Dumb.
I guess everyone else is just stupid. You think Einstein went around thinking everyone else was just a bunch of dumbasses? Now you know why he built that bomb.
I guess so.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess he was right.
More importantly, are you ready to see Not Sure be rehabilitated? Yes. Yes, I am. And Rekieta, I'm ready for Rekieta's big redemption arc, by the way. That's the best thing. We're going to really be looking forward to that. By the way, Cheese Koik is just That's kind of that maybe is too esoteric even for me, and I'm the one who said it. But it's sort of in reference to that want to know who controls the whole world. Just say cake with an Australian accent. Whoa, that's not clearly coik. Would not be. That's not Australian.
Not even close to Koik.
Not even close. Guys, chewy at. It's not even close. I
Not even Jewish.
He's not even Jewish. Oh wait, is he? Who
Well,
cares?
whoa.
Whoa, hold the phone.
Whoa,
Anyways,
Areno.
yeah. How wasn't Audrey Rose dead from coke poisoning? Yeah, that's the thing. If it is fake, it's like somebody was like, she did all the cocaine. The police actually came
She
in and
did
shot
all of the
beanbags of cocaine at
cocaine.
her face. She was the one who was doing all the coke. And there was also one kind of bizarre detail is the CPS worker. In fact, I think it's in this first one. Again, if it's a public document, it's either fake or a public document, but Ahisha Sweep with County Health and Human Services. Miss Sweep was apparently
Miss
checking
Sweepy
in on the
Squad.
kids. Sweepy
That's
Squad.
supposed to be the other piece of evidence that this is fake.
Yeah,
It would be like finding
there's
out
the
that somebody in the
evidence.
case's name is Sneed.
Well, also yeah, that's right. So that could be coming up. Somebody is one of the other CPS workers is named Mr. Sneed, perhaps. But also that one guy on Twitter said he was calling bullshit. Yeah, that's all I need, right? Isn't that all anyone needs is some guy on
Oh
Twitter
man,
who
so
never
glad
saw
that somebody
anything
finally
coming?
came out with some evidence here.
Yeah,
Some
there you go.
nobody sock
There you
puppet
go.
account with 50 followers is calling bullshit.
It doesn't even have to be a sock puppet account. Just some and by nobody I mean not us. We are somebody. We have souls, and I don't think anyone else
Yeah, I mean,
does.
we're shitty webcomics. We've been around for
That's right.
too long.
You're right.
We've
You're
been
right.
around for a very long time, and yet we keep
You're
getting
right.
deplatformed because we're real. That
We're
how you
too real,
know
too
somebody
honest.
is paid. That's how you know somebody doesn't
Very sad.
really matter or
Yeah.
exist. Somebody with safe opinions like Rekieta.
Yeah. Gay Kata.
He would have been
Dang
destroyed.
kids.
He would have been kicked the fuck off of every fucking platform, including Rumble, if he was real.
If he was even half as real or half as honest as us. That's why, again, he has actual child abusers who he was friends with this whole time. And now they're stuck in this weird, you could say weird.
It's weird.
It's weird. This weird case of not knowing if they should condemn him to help, cover up for their own behavior that they don't want anyone looking into, or supporting him by thinking, oh, he's going to have the redemption arc, but this will just blow over. So,
a redemption arc is when somebody is legitimately doing wrong, but then they fucking get to cover for it, right? When they pay somebody else to hide it.
Yeah,
that's what a redemption arc is, isn't it?
Yeah, redemption arc is when your friends on YouTube just help everyone else ignore the stuff that you've been doing for years and years.
Yeah, trying to give aid and succor to somebody who's legitimately guilty.
The worst kind of core. If the document is fake, which it may be, it is very good fake, Jim Tuner says. And yet it is still possible, until it's confirmed, it is still possible that it is fake. But again, my policy, which is always right,
that he's guilty of shit.
YouTubers are guilty until proven innocent.
Used to hide his other crimes.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that that would be the only purpose of faking a document like this, is to make him look better in comparison. That's why we also say never fake this shit. Don't fake the shit. Get the actual stuff, which I can definitely believe that the stuff is real. I'm personally choosing to believe it's real before it's even confirmed. Jim Turner also says EVS was right. The kid is the guilty one. The kid was doing an ounce of coke a day.
Again, that is also very, very important. The first reaction a lot of the Sweepy Squad had was the kids are guilty of not fucking standing up to their own fucking dad and taking care of themselves and shit like that. Their first reaction wasn't, oh, I hope this isn't right.
Yeah,
or I'm going to wait
that
and
right
see. I'm
there,
going to adopt a wait and see attitude. It was immediately blame the kids.
that right there is the reaction of somebody who has molested either their own kids or somebody else's kids. So, and again, that's well, the question is how much of that is going to be found out. How many of these other YouTubers simply don't get caught? There are a lot of, and they could be looked into. There's a lot of extremely suspicious stuff. We've been, or not even suspicious stuff, just guilty stuff that they've already been caught on, but they have a huge swarm of other YouTubers who run interference for them. And Rekieta was directly involved in all of that. And now that Rekieta is found guilty, all of these other people who were formerly his friends are going to use him as the distraction from themselves, which Rekieta should be condemned guilty.
He should be
Execution by gas
hell.
chamber. Yeah, they should put him in the gas chamber, but instead of the gas, they give him the lethal injection in the gas chamber. Then
they should give him,
flip the entire prison upside down so he's underneath the prison.
It should be not lethal injection. It should be mustard gas, and they should give him just enough so that he survives.
They should shoot like 6 gorillion canisters of it directly into his face.
Gorillion canisters of Zyklon B directly to the grill, dog.
Dog.
That's why I'm asking you.
Dog. But we're goofing around a little bit, but unironically, that should happen to him also. We're not joking about that. That's not actually.
If you defend Nick Rekieta, you are also guilty. You are as guilty as he is.
If you ever did for the past 5 years, which includes Null and Jim and all these other YouTubers too, just put them in one giant gas chamber and then hit the incinerate button on it that activates the fires.
Fill it with just enough to not kill them, but cripple them for life.
What if they get cancer? Oh no. Imagine defending Nick Rekieta so much you just get cancer for years and years.
Canceled. I don't give a shit if he gets canceled.
No, cancer, not canceled. Who's on first? I don't know who is on first. What is the name of the person on first? I don't know.
Who's on first? What's on first?
I don't
know. Is on first.
Where is on second? The name of the guy on first is named who?
Sneed is the shortstop.
Shortstop Sneed. And Mrs. Sweeps is the umpire, of course. It's a perfect name for the wonderful umpire. Like in the classic motion picture, Naked Gun, where he was just vacuuming the home plate. But why don't they do that in real life? Sure, yeah, they do that in real life. Somebody answer me. Send a super chat. Oh, look, we just got a super chat for $80 million. Thank you, Super Chat. I'm not going to read it, though. That's not enough money for me. We're good people. Yeah, we're good people now because we're getting Super Chats. Sweep is a real person all the names in the doc have checked out, Jim Tuner says. So, well, Jim Tuner is part of the Sweepy Squad then for Mrs. Sweep, though. The new guys, it's the new Sweepy Squad. We
don't have a Sweepy Squad. We have a Sleepy Squad. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds the Comfy Squad. Mine Comf. Oh, my hand. But no, Jim Tuner is totally he's a detractor. He's a big heckin' detractor, He's just jealous of Nick Rekieta. He's trying to make it. He doesn't understand that the cops came in and
means that there's no validity. When somebody is jealous of somebody else, it means there's never any validity to anything they say. As soon as you find out that they're jealous of somebody, that means they're for sure wrong.
Yes. Also, yes. But
it can't be possible.
He won't accept the truth that the cops came in with cocaine guns and just shot the entire family with cocaine guns the whole time. You had this set to whore, homie. But Aaron had to talk to her. Aaron also, he's part of it. He's actually an undercover federal agent. He invented the cocaine gun. He was trying to shoot them with the heart attack gun, but he replaced it with. He does so much cocaine
that. Attack gun?
Yeah, exactly.
The CIA heart attack gun.
Yes. My neck. Anyways.
Except the glowy here is Nick Rekieta.
Yeah, Glow in the cuck. That's what he really is. Because he's such a cuck that he's not merely glowing in the dark. Hoping Tug's Day comes soon and gets all their attention. Yeah, that's years overdue to all of those people who were completely involved. I mean, hey, for all we know, Doug TenNapel was doing cocaine with him too. Very sad. I think that's a little less likely, but I personally say never. You know me, I don't like to just judge or condemn people out of nowhere. I actually have no idea about Doug TenNapel. I do know that Doug the way that Doug was putting it, which I think is a little goofy, and this is something that everyone just should stop doing, is stop assuming that anyone you think is on your side is automatically innocent. It's very sad. It's very unfortunate. But every time that happens, it just makes you look
out
bad.
Of everyone.
Yes. We're for purity testing. Bring it back. Guilt by association.
That means you are guilty of nothing.
There are 5 things that need to make a comeback. Guilt by association. Gas chambers, of course.
Guilt by association twice.
Guilt by association again. And lobotomies. And then we're just going to kill him.
Lobotomies
that's
and
5.
phlebotomies.
Yes. I mean, phlebotomies, they're pretty underrated. I, personally, I'm all for them. Guys, chewy at. What does that mean? What the fuck's that even mean? No, but
fuck, that's not what I asked for.
Jim Tuner says, I wish I was black as black as Nick is. Super. Yeah, he grew up in the motherfucking hood. You haven't. He grew up so poor and so black. You have no idea that the rough upbringing that Nick Rekieta had. That's why he didn't even make money until he got on YouTube. He wasn't rich the entire time. That was another thing, is that all of those YouTubers, all the fucking yellow flash umbrellas, were like, oh, those fucking shitty webcomics guys are lying about Nick Rekieta had a trust fund. And it's like, oh yeah, it turns out Nick Rekieta had a trust fund. We didn't even just say he had a trust fund. It was other people who paid attention to it.
About stuff that,
about every single thing. Yeah. Every single thing that was true, we would just say it, and then they would say we were lying.
The shitty webcomics brothers say that Nick Rekieta breathes oxygen. Can you believe that bullshit?
Which, by the way, maybe they're actually right about that one. Nick Rekieta doesn't breathe oxygen.
Right.
He breathes cocaine.
Because he's fucking lizard alien.
When he just breathes out, when he just exhales, cocaine just floats into his children's faces. That was a complete accident. Stop blaming Rekieta for stuff that wasn't his fault. Damn it. It's those damn kids. Damn it all. I'm going to fill this damn car full of holes. Just every second thing I say is some kind of retarded, intelligent, obscure movie reference. Nick drove the car without car insurance. Oh shit. Okay, Rekieta's in big trouble. Okay, Rekieta drove without insurance. He's in big trouble now.
Well, here's the thing: is a lot
of that came out too. His driving record came out, and he just had constant. It's one of those cartoon moments where you open the glove compartment and shitloads of tickets come flying out. It's like a clown car glove compartment of tickets. And
he can afford it though. That's
why
thing.
I think that's why it's pretty obvious why he does that.
He has a fucking trust fund.
Yeah.
What a fucking
just being
loser.
Just
He's got
flushing
6 kids. So much for that shit about him being a base Chad dad. He's driving around when he absolutely doesn't need to.
Yeah, why doesn't he just take Ubers everywhere like Crowder's? That's another example, by the way. Another perfect example that spells that out. And we weren't even paying attention to Crowder. I didn't care about him, but all the stuff about Crowder where the detractorinos about Crowder, all of them were right too. Crowder was a blatant faggot. He was in a very fake marriage.
Bad faith too. This is also very important. Being gay,
the whole culture war is just a bad faith psyop. The top to bottom, the entire culture war has been completely subverted years ago. If you think you're actually supporting some culture war, YouTuber or indie creator. You're not. You've been subverted. Congrats, you've been psyoped. Which, by the way, I also disapprove of. You may as well be giving cocaine to your kids at this point.
Why would you want to give cocaine to your kids? What are you, are you a Seju? Are you a stealth Seju? Oh, you are.
A Seju? What are you, some kind of Nick Rekieta? You could end up out here Nick Rekieta out in the middle of nowhere. It's the new Munson.
It's a new form of being Munson.
Yes. I mean, Roy Munson actually was cool. Nick Rekieta, he's not. Nick Rekieta was never interesting or entertaining, by the way, and we have every right to say that. Roy Munson was interesting and entertaining. He's a good person, even after he lost his hand. But that's a whole other. You know what? That's a whole other topic. We'll get into that topic on the Subscribe Star. So donate to the paywall if you want to hear about that wonderful information. Wonderful. But no,
we have better information. We have better information than that, and we also have better wisdom.
So good.
We have more. We're sharing legitimate wisdom.
Trevor Belmont 8. Well, oh shit, I got him. No. Trevor 8 says, I never understood how people thought Crowder was straight, aside from how feminine he is, but he loves dressing like a woman. But it's only, oh yeah, it was just jokes. It's, first of all, it's just jokes, and it's also just weird.
It's also just funny and weird.
And he doesn't even care. That's important too. Or whatever. It's like the fault. That's the Rekieta bingo right there.
A lot of the fucking right wing is like really desperate for anyone to follow.
Your turn. Desperate.
They have absolutely no leaders that are worth a damn. All of their leaders are fucking loser, trash ass, garbage, loser, nothings.
They're also
so they have to follow people
big
like
gay
fucking
wads.
Rekieta and fucking what's his face.
Like every single thing about them is fake. Well, like you were also saying, again, that wonderful, one of the most classic things in the history of human speech is when Mel Gibson said, "Everything about you stinks." I'm seeing it real loud
and clear. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck. Wait, Mel Gibson turned into Chip Chipperson all of a sudden. Mel, what are you doing? Chipperson. Why are you doing that, Mel? Oh, because he's cool. Because Mel Gibson was right. Yes, as he should be. Choip. Basted with red sauce, placed for plants pills. As usual. Yeah. What does that mean? Even I don't know. Anyways.
I don't know, and I don't need to.
Oh, more importantly, will Nick ever get his Freedom Cobra attached? Freedom Cobra, of course. That would have been cool if he got a Freedom Cobra tattoo. Instead, he got a gay snake, and it's like the end or around the head of it doesn't even have scales, and he's like, "Oh, the guy's going to finish it later," and it's just unfinished, and it's never going to be finished. And the way it's done, it doesn't look like it can be. Yeah, it was over a year ago at this point.
Tattoos are degenerate. I don't give a shit. Like I don't give a shit how anyone else feels about tattoos. I've definitely seen good-looking tattoos, but if you get a tattoo, you're degenerate.
Yeah, even if it's a good. How do I do air quotes on this? Oh wait. Oh yeah, good tattoo. I think I have to like put my thumbs on the B buttons on the. Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter. That's not as important as remembering what De Gaulle said. Something about everything about you stinks. De Gaulle said that. And he said something about remembering the basics of CQC. Anyways,
De Gaulle said something about everything about you stinks, and he's saying it loud and clear. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Cocksucker.
Cocksucker. Double guns. Cocksucker.
Double guns. What was the double sugar pourers? It's like, what the fuck is Chip even doing at that point? My favorite Chip moment, though, was he just starts screaming, going off at Sam. He's like, I would have said, you got fired. I would have said you're fired and got the whole studio cracking up, right, Sammy? And Sam just goes, no. And then Chip goes, fuck you. And then they're just screaming at each other. Wonderful. Wonderful. Classic. It's funny because for a few years I kind of forgot Opie and Anthony exist. Now I'm going back to O&A and just like, just classic moment after classic moment. So many delightful moments. Just revisiting that. It's like they're fresh all over again after a couple of years. My Swiss cheese brain gets to forget about it. Wouldn't that be nice though? Isn't it? That sounds nice. Um, Certainly nicer than even trying to think about Rekieta. Just the fact that he's a child abuser. I didn't want to even call that one. I wasn't like he's a child. All I did was say he's a bad parent, which it was obvious back then.
Again, that's a
that
very
was like
important
4 years
element.
ago.
Is a lot of these people will just make up accusations about you because, like, oh, this will get them. That's not what we do.
Yeah, that's everyone else does that. Everyone else just says stuff they make up just because they don't like somebody. We prophesize because they didn't like us. It actually unironically is true that Rekieta is an us A-log. That's not a joke. That's actually been proven.
He's one of our detractors.
Yes, which
I don't care about.
That's for sure bad. Being a detractor.
Being a detractor of us is the worst thing anyone can ever be.
Well, yeah, and again, not a joke. Here's though the Kiwi Farms thread. Null apparently locked the thread until they would get the documents confirmed. It's on. Well, it's the thread. Nicholas Robert Rekieta Law. Page 5,366. So that's.
I was told that this wasn't interesting enough for him to cover. There were 5,000 pages of him.
I think that's a little. That seems a little interesting and telling. Is just about a year ago, maybe a year and a half. Null was saying that the stuff isn't funny, and it's not interesting enough to even talk about. Gee, what changed? That's interesting. I wonder what changed. I don't know. Nothing. You know what changed? Nothing. The noticing is what changed. The stuff we had been calling for years, everyone else just simply, it became more acceptable to notice what we had been saying.
SWC got bigger on the scene. That's what changed. We are the thing. We matter. We've been around longer than all these other people.
Under the surface, affecting the psychic zeitgeist, where we have basically approached into people's blind spots. We're like right in front of people's pupils, so they can't perceive us, but we're there, and they subconsciously know we're there. We're affecting the public's. Yes, we're in everyone's collective subconscious now, whether they want us there or not. It's kind of unfortunate. Not for us though. That's fine with me. But yeah, that basically covers some of this stuff. Now, if the stuff ends up being proven false, that'll be for other people to cover, I guess.
In their blind spot. We're in their blind spot, which is gigantic, apparently, because these people are so blind. Holy shit.
They just never notice anything. They did the stream.
They're literally wearing blinders. How the fuck can they notice anything?
Wow, just joined the stream from another stream. Wow.
We're nothing, but most especially is Radiation Rumble popped. So I'm going to be doing that with the incinerator or the cremator, not the incinerator.
Is that the big one with all the radioactive ghouls or the scorched?
It's the huge fucking thing. Yeah, it's the big event.
They come in from all the hallways and shit. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's a huge. It's such a giant supply of fucking treasure.
Is someone stream sniping us right now? If they are, hello. If not, though, you should. People absolutely, positively should be.
It never works out good for them. Whenever somebody tries to stream snipe us, the result is always that it goes bad for them.
That's right.
Which is why I want them to do it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We approve of it. Yes, we constantly do it. Pull the
Chancellor,
trigger.
Do it. Why did you do it?
Null was Baldo guarding. That is very true. Until people gave him... Yeah, basically people shamed Null into doing his duty, and he will do it. which, it's nice of him to
He
join
is
us in our.
Jewish and he was goofy.
Yes, it's nice of Null to finally crawl into our shadow. We ran so that Null could crawl into our shadow. Um, Same for all the rest of every single person in the history of the human race, living or dead. That's always cool, I guess. Two people covering Nick that got banned on the
Sorry
forums,
that we have
Twitter's
prophetic
cancer, and
dreams.
Cynthia turned out to be 100% correct. Cynthia was right. I don't know how if Cynthia is totally cool or anything, but yeah. But again, people tried making threads about Ethan Van Sciver for years because Ethan Van Sciver was very blatantly a lol cow for years and years. It was blatantly obvious, and so people on Kiwi Farms tried starting threads for him, and the mods would just delete them. They would sweep up for Ethan, and now only because of this recent shit are people admitting the truth about what Ethan Van Sciver always was.
That's
so again,
why it's
Kiwi
called
Farms,
the SWC curse.
yeah,
It can take years, but it is inevitable. Once
yes,
they fucking go against us, they always reveal
it
themselves.
is.
It's just the way things are.
It's just
I
the
didn't
way
make
thing
it that
is.
way.
It's the way it is.
It's just the
Things
way
are always
it's just the way
gonna
it is.
change or
Some
something.
things will never change.
Yeah.
SWC curse will never change.
Will never change. Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, and some of those mods on Kiwi Farms just sent packing, but it goes to show also proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that Shitty Webcomics is more into free speech than Kiwi Farms or Null could ever even have nightmares of being, which he does have fevered gay nightmares. Null is constantly having gay nightmares about how deep in our shadow he is. He's down here somewhere around the ankle.
He dreams of brooms.
Yes. Null. They should have a Netflix documentary about him called Null Dreams of Brooms. Very sad. Null Nightmares of Ass Rape. Wait a second. That's the least popular documentary on Netflix right now. And it's very unfortunate. Anyways, no stream
it's very
snipe
fun to
like
make
your
fun of
comic
these
on
people,
Global
though.
Comics.
That's the
okay.
thing is, as much as I think that these people should cease to exist because they're bad faith, they're doing irreparable harm to the culture and society in general. It's very funny to make fun of them. You people
That's
were
true.
all
That's
warned
pretty
ahead
funny.
of time.
It's
You
weird
could
because
have
we don't
taken
even have that
action
much
to stop
interest
it,
in it,
and
and
you
yet
did
we're
nothing.
better. We're literally better at it than any of those other YouTubers or the lol cow milkers or whatever. We don't even give that much of a
more
shit.
entertaining shows than Nick Rekieta, and
That's
we
true.
only stream once a week for
Once
1 hour a day,
once a
as
feel
opposed
like
to
it.
12 hours a day every day.
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to say that he needs the fucking cocaine. After all, he's fucking a streamer. He streams 12 hours a day.
Oh, that's why it's okay to give cocaine to your kids.
At all.
He has 7 kids. He needs to give them cocaine just to make them, just to get them out of his hair so he can do his streams for 12 hours a day. Oh, okay, that's cool. And then all of those people who were happy to have him on the whole time. Yeah, the base Chad dad. Most of them,
remember, that's his
very
audience.
likely knew he was on cocaine the whole time. Yeah, the whole trad thing, by the way, is one of the biggest psyops in the history of the entire human race.
Yeah, it's a CIA operative.
The fakest, yes.
CIA plant.
Except
Anyone
that
who is called a base
they don't even
is a CIA plant and for sure a degenerate.
It's not even going to be enough to run
and
into them with your mom's minivan.
As some kind of gimme gotcha. Oh, they're gonna fucking
it's the way everyone else uses the truth.
That is literally what you are if you go against SWC.
The degenerates are going to hate this crunchy groove.
You are the Untermensch.
Yes, the under person, if you will. That's another good way to put it. That sounds cool. I like that. Anyways, and by that nature, that makes us the overman, if you will. That's also a good way to put it.
By contrast, we must be the overmen.
I'm blind. Help! Oh, anyways, hello to Global Comics. Anyone from Global? For some reason, I don't know why he would come here from Global Comics, but hello.
Global Comics. I remember that name, but I'm trying to remember. I'm in the middle of a very important. The ghouls are swarming in at max speed, and I am
Whoa.
blasting my fucking cremator in every
Yeah.
direction so I
Something
could
way more
tag as many as
important,
possible.
way more important than Nick Rekieta is the classic, one of the best video games in history, Fallout 76. Oh, it's so good. Maybe a little too good for the
Is it
normie pig
a
cattle.
no? Is it
You
a
have to have good
coincidence that
taste to
every
enjoy
single
it.
person who doesn't like Fallout 76 is either a lol
Good
cow
day.
or mentally ill?
A mentally a lol cow. That's not good. Again, bring back lobotomies. I'm all in favor of that.
Bring back the phlebotomies, which is where you use a Flowbee to suck someone's brain out.
Whoa. They sucked his brains out. Bring back
Suck his brain out with a Flowbee?
yeah, I mean, first of
Scram
all,
Flowbee.
it certainly does suck. But
Certainly sucking.
Jim Tuner saying the biggest EVS and Nick mod guard on Kiwi Farms stenographer yeah, and that guy hated us, by the way. He
Oh, no kidding.
hated us. And then he just went running once all the stuff about Nick and
Oh, no
EVS
kidding.
became undeniable. Ed Devan says
He
it
keeps
just works.
again,
Yes.
that's the pattern.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing how the pattern just keeps
Amazing.
showing itself, revealing itself
Yeah, again,
like that.
it's
Everyone
the shitty
who goes
webcomics
against us
curse.
is wrong.
Every time, without fail. The
Well,
that's the real thing.
webcomics curse is when they start doing drugs and they fucking basically nearly end their own lives because they're such loser, pathetic, degenerate pieces of shit.
Yeah,
They
don't
end up
forget.
killing their own kids or something.
Yeah.
Fucking Tug wanted to abort his children, all of his children. The supposed
Wishing
fucking Chad dead.
I do have to say
fucking
though.
Tug.
Yeah, exactly. I do have to say though, for that umbrella guy, we do wish you a very divorce. Oh, that happened already. That's
We
right.
wish you a very brutal and painful divorce.
Yes, which is already happening, and that's the other funny thing is a lot of other YouTubers they never bring that up. If you'll get banned from their chat. These free speech lovers will ban you from their chats if you bring up that Tug wanted to abort his kids, or even that he got caught being cuckolded. The guy that they catfished, Tug and his wife catfished, and all that other stuff. That's where
It's
they.
amazing.
Yeah, that's where the big slander campaign started from all those people with the Yellow Umbrella and their friends. Was that we
He got away
started
with that,
making
too.
videos? Yeah, we started making videos about Tug being cucked and him and his wife catfishing strange dudes. First for dick pics, and then just catfishing them out to the middle of nowhere and leaving them stranded for reasons that nobody has ever been able to figure out, and nobody has ever asked any questions. Go ahead and confront. Go to Yellow Flash's channel right now and ask him, why did Tug do that? Because the receipts are all over Kiwi Farms too. But nobody's done a video about that except for us.
Once again, this is
very weird.
ancient.
It's all very
news.
weird.
This is
Yeah.
not something that we're just revealing here on the show. This is something people have known for years.
It
It's
literally
beyond
happened in the
dead
previous
by now.
yeah, it happened literally in the previous decade. It didn't even happen in this decade. That's how long ago it happened. But all of these YouTubers knew about it and covered. In fact, Rekieta admitted. I asked Rekieta if he knew about it, and he admitted that he did. I still have the fucking receipts on that one. So again, all of this stuff that you're just hearing about now, it goes way deeper. There's way more to all of it. The people condemning him, the people supporting him, it goes way deeper. And it's up to people to dig, because we're not journalists, we're not historians. We don't do the digging.
Not my job.
Yeah, not my job.
Not my job, not my problem.
Just like about pouring oil down the drain, not my problem. So but if you want to hear the only people who talk honestly about any of this, that's always been us. And if you want to know more, go ahead.
If you don't like
become
honesty,
PayPig.
don't listen to us.
Yes.
But if you want honesty, listen to us.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of, if you're an honesty enjoyer, if you're a deplatforming fan, go ahead and keep listening to all of the leech tubers, the culture warrior YouTubers who are having approval by the woke mob at YouTube to basically be controlled opposition for you, the normie pig cattle. But if you're an actual freedom enjoyer and a truth enjoyer, the only people you'll hear the truth from first every single time, and we don't even have much interest in being first. We're just the only people who really talk about it. Go check out. You could subscribe to our channel, but you can also become Pay Pig down here. Yeah. Hey, I don't know. That's everyone else's problem. Certainly not my problem. Yeah, somebody else in the chat mentions, I remember Mecha Random 42 chick earlier, the CG psyop before I moved on after finding out she was a nutcase, basically a female Eevee. I kind of remember her. I didn't really, I think I remember she left some comments and she kind of disappeared. Again, it's funny how just some people aren't made for any of this stuff. They'll just show up for a few months and then disappear. Like Preston was another guy who made a few comics and then focused more on the drama, and then he disappeared. So yeah, it's very bizarre.
Yeah,
very
like a lot
weird.
of these fucking comic skaters, they claim that they're fucking really into the fucking.
Yeah, even the supposed antis,
and then they don't make anything.
The refugees who wanted to support Comicsgate at first, and then they're after
they keep showing up here.
Something happened. Yeah, they keep showing up and then they keep disappearing because they can't really hack it around here. With
a lot of them are looking for
shit.
Real daddy. Shit. Look at the way that they fucking refer
they're looking for another season.
Uncle Ethan. Every single fucking time. Uncle Ethan, Daddy Ethan, we don't truck with any of that shit. If you come here doing that, we're going to make fun of you because you fucking deserve it.
Or in some way or another, you're just not going to make it. You're not going to last.
You are inherently weak by nature of demanding that.
In fact, if anything,
chase off a lot of people who do it.
It's justifying a need to further purity test on our. We don't even want a purity test, but now we have to.
Yeah, I resent having
the refugees who show
up. That's
up.
the thing. When I purity test somebody and they fail the purity test, I fucking hate them immediately because you made me.
But then we're always right too. Yes. Why did you make me do that? Why did you mop the floor? I'm going to have to sue you now. Well, why are you making us do this? I didn't want to do this. Why
are you making me do this? I just wanted to make comics.
Yeah, I just want to make indie comics that are effortlessly better than every single person in Comicsgate combined, which we've already done, by the way. You can check that out.
Yeah, no, that was the easy part.
That's not my opinion.
That was the easiest thing of all.
It's proven. It's a little too easy, in my opinion. It's very unfortunate because then that means the bar is that low. Why do people accept the bar, the standard, just being that low? I don't know. I don't really understand. But it's why they also allow people like Nick Rekieta, blatantly disingenuous e-celebs, to be like this the whole time while they cover it up. It's the exact same cause. Just having no standards for humanity, not having a soul, all that kind of stuff. It's very unfortunate.
It didn't have to be this way.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be this way. Anyways, war campaign though. Hail war campaign? I don't know. Guys, true yet? That pretty much does wrap it up though. We restated all the stuff that we continue to remain right about. And ideally, someday people will actually notice all the stuff. When they do, go ahead and rub it in their faces that we called it first. That's always fun. It's delightful.
I'm really tired of people trying to drag our names into shit when they're losing an argument. That's another thing. Of course, Comicsgate does that all the time.
Yeah,
they're losing an argument, and then they pretend like they have Comicsgate behind them. And again, people are trying to do that with us, and I absolutely resent that. You should be silenced.
Yeah, always remember that at some point, really, you can only speak for yourself. We only speak for ourselves. You should only speak for yourself. That's really how it always should be. War campaign, we're always covering for each other. Yeah, and that was the thing is that all of those people now, like the yellow umbrellas, all of those people were more than happy to have war campaign on their side. until it just became bad
Their
optics.
EVS is
That's
doxing
all
ring.
that changed
That's
as it
that's
became
the
bad
best
optics.
part.
Same
That's
for
the
Nick
best thing you
Rekieta.
can
It
ever
became
do
bad
is just be
optics.
like, oh, War Campaign, that's EVS's doxing ring. I know they're pretending like they aren't anymore. It's like, no, actually, we had to split with him. I don't give a shit. You exist because EVS paid you to dox people for him.
Yeah.
You don't exist otherwise. You
You're
aren't
not even a
fucking no
person.
longer. We're no longer we're the true
Yeah,
comic.
and again,
You're a fucking doxing ring
that's
for
all of that's
EVS.
on
And
you.
imagine being a doxing ring for a
If you're
fat gay
involved in
loser
that,
nerd
yeah,
who
exactly.
doesn't make anything of
Yeah,
merit.
or imagine running interference for him at all, ever. Since 2018. After the Nurkish thing, if you did that, you don't have a soul. You've proven that you've never had a soul. And we made Rekieta cry on his own streams about it. And the receipts are right out there in front of
He was
in
actually
front of
crying too.
everyone's
That's the
faces.
thing. A lot of
Yeah.
the people, oh, you freaking say you made. He
Yeah,
was
and
literally shedding
because
tears like a
they had
little
to
baby.
go into hallucination mode and act like, no, he's being totally epic. He's on an epic rant. It's like, really, this crying faggot is on an epic rant. The same with people like Razor Fist, by the way. He's one of the most effeminate, thin-skinned, whiny bitches in the entire history of YouTube. And people simply pretend like he's cool because if they didn't, they would look stupid for supporting him. It's part of the
Which he is.
psyop. You're in
We
on the
revealed
psyop.
that
The
there's another.
psyop is you, essentially. You're the
fucking
product.
Curse of SWC is
it-
already in full effect on Razor
yeah.
Pitch.
Yeah, that really blew up in his face, too. I mean, all it took was just people making fun of pit bulls for Razor Fist to like shit himself inside out in public to the point where even people who were fans of him just started mocking him. And the only people left who are Razor Fist fans are the biggest
woke
faggots.
cancel culture bullshit he engages in.
Yeah.
Razor Fist is essentially a woke pit.
He supported
mommy.
it. Yeah, he supported the woke cancel culture. He just simply it was just simply called something else. It was called Comicsgate, or it was called Ethan Van Sciver, or it was called this thing or that thing. And that's all it is. It's just people just rebrand the thing and pretend, it's like, oh, we're against this thing as they continue to do it themselves.
We don't like the SJWs. Okay, what are you going to do about it? We're going to do the exact same thing the SJWs are going to be, and we're going to take over Marvel and DC for ourselves. Okay, it sounds like you just want to be them then.
Yeah, the one of the most important things that everyone else on the internet is missing out right now, including, again, all the other people in our shadow, like Null and whoever the fuck else, is you're not really against cancel culture if you're whining about racism and flagging people for racism on social media. If you're doing that, you're on the side of cancel culture, whether you think you are or not.
That fucking Eric July is a fraud. Yeah. And so I made fun of him over that too.
He's a cancel pig. It's just like Comicsgate.
Base calls me a racist as a result. You are the SJWs you claim to hate.
Yeah, exactly. And that was already there's no evidence against that because it's already been proven. The case was closed.
I don't fucking need it.
And he was supporting Ethan Van Sciver the whole time too, by the way.
I am
at
the
exact same time that was happening. Yes.
The rest of you are the problem.
Yes. Everyone who denies that is an SJW, even if they're part of the cancel pigs themselves. Every single person, without exception, doesn't matter how much for free speech they say they are or you think they are. They're not. Not a single one of them is.
Pigs.
But
they're the fat, succulent cancel pigs.
Yes, and also at the same time, this was at the exact same time that he was licking Ethan Van Sciver's gun crease. And again, the only reason why that changed was because of optics. No other reason. And really, it was Ethan was jealous, but he was the only person who was jealous. By the way,
optics cuckery.
Yeah. Eric July and Razor Fist, both people aspiring to EVS's sad level. Yeah, they want to be the Caesar of comics. They have the exact same, but it's the exact same selling point. In fact, everything Ethan was saying that he was and was going to do with comics and for comics, that simply got usurped, you could say, by the other attempts to rebrand, to take Comicsgate and just rebrand it and say, all right, now it's called Iron Age or now it's called Ripaverse. It's just another name for the same psyop.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what
you are brain dead if you ever fell for it.
What are you going to do differently? Nothing. Okay, fuck yourself. Fuck yourself.
Somebody fuck yourself. Baki. mentions Raging Golden Eagle would do the same cover up shit as well. Yeah, he did. He was directly in support. That was one of the things is that Liam Gray said that when he was false flagging people, Raging Golden Eagle is the only one of the people who defended him, even when EVS threw him under the bus. And the thing is, when people try to ask Raging Golden Eagle, is this true? Did this happen? Why did you do this? Raging Golden Eagle will just block them. So again, where are these supposed anti-cancel culture people? Where are these supposed anti-SJWs? None of them are.
Behavior they
It's
claim
all
to be
fake.
opposed to.
Yeah.
Well, that's right, because it's marketing. They're engaging in marketing.
Yeah. It's
nothing
just
else.
a product. Yeah, it's just a product where they sell your own political views back to yourself, and you give them money for it.
Imagine falling for that.
Every single person who does that doesn't have a soul. Without exception. There's not a single exception. They don't have souls. They have an IQ of 80 tops. You are completely brain dead as a human being. You will never be. You'll never be.
You are the CIA shill.
Yeah, most of the people do it for free, but you're doing the CIA's work. You're doing La CIA's work, if you will, for them.
You're an employee for La CIA, and if you know it, at least.
Yeah,
then
at
you
least
know that you are the problem.
At least get a paycheck for it.
Why the fuck do you draw breath?
Yeah, at least get the paycheck from AI PAC or fucking or the CIA or whatever. Just anything, a shell company, anything. But doing it for free is not good. But EJ is a cat. A cat. Well, actually, that sounds nice.
Now doing Project Paradise, it's one of my least favorite. Nobody else is here.
Nobody ever does that. I wouldn't do that.
Unfortunately.
And cats. Somebody else, Furious TV mentioning Alex Stein. Alex Stein works for the same company too. They just straight up admit it. That's the funny thing is they'll come out and admit it in public, and it's like, well, why are you all in collusion? It's like, no, we're not. It's like, you said it though. Here it is. Here are the connections. Here's you working for this guy, and this guy works for the same guy, and this guy does, and this guy does.
They have
and
no principles.
All of these people are in the same company.
Nothing.
Yeah,
these people don't stand for anything. But they
Alex Stein actually admitted that in public too. I thought that was bizarre, seeing that clip of him just saying that they all work for the same company and they cover up for each other. There's a clip of him saying that on the Alyssa Clips channel.
It works because it's short. It's all about short-term gain.
Yeah,
these
that's
people
ultimately
don't give a
the only
shit about
thing.
Their careers or where they're going in life.
Well, or
they just
indie
want
comics.
The money now.
That's the thing about indie comics is that that's the marketing gimmick is saying, we're going to make an indie comic, and then after a few years it's going to disappear the same way that Comicsgate had. And then people will simply forget about the goldfish brain NPCs out there who supported all of these fake indie comics. Will forget about it and act like that there was nothing suspicious or weird or fishy about any of it.
Retarded.
Yeah.
Anyone who likes American
they're not even really people.
Anyone who's going on and on about the fucking Daredevil live action movie, the fucking director's cut actually fixes all the problems. No, it doesn't. It's worse.
One of the most unintentionally funny things Razor Fist ever said. And again, that was years ago too, where he was like old news. Director's cut of the fucking Daredevil movie was he actually said that. What a fucking faggot. He's just one of the whiniest bitches ever.
It's not like he just said that.
Can you believe that? No. As to quote Razor Fist. No.
Again, another crying
while he was
bitch.
Yelling at his girlfriend. Yeah, just whining like a bitch at his own girlfriend.
Dumb stripper girlfriend.
Yes. Dumb ass hooker. Ain't
this
nothing but a dyke.
Ass cunt.
The thing is, he was still simping for her after they broke up because of that. I posted that. Somebody found a picture of him cosplaying as Daredevil with his girlfriend. And somebody replied,
"Oh yeah, this is great."
Saying,
this is the best part.
"Oh, you guys broke up though, right?" And Razor Fist hid the reply. He's such a fucking bitch
because he can't stand behind anything he says it does.
but also just still pining for his ex-girlfriend who just whored him out brutally like a year before that on fucking Twitter and like leaked the audio of him like crying and whining like a complete bitch, a
Again,
total
we don't do
quine.
that.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's not a
comics
coincidence
liberty.
that nothing ever comes out like that with us. It's very sad.
It will never happen because we don't do shit like that.
It never happened. Anyways, yeah, some other stuff in the chat. Delightful thing. Oh wait, the
Yeah.
chat chewy at right over here. Delightful things, but
Chewy chat.
we're gonna wrap up. It's a good night for a stream. A delightful
Mittens, the
stream. A
glowing death
delightful
claw.
night.
I'm trying to fucking protect my fucking thing.
Death claws. Oh
Okay,
no.
there's one other person in
Are you still
here.
doing that fucking? Are you doing that event?
It's Project
Literally the worst
Paradise.
event in. Yeah, Project Paradise
Yes,
is the. They should have just erased that or something, or I
just
don't know.
erased
But
it
I
from
mean,
history.
yeah, it never happened. Anyways,
Well, I mean, now I have the cremator. I can actually kind of solo. I mean, I'm not actually getting this shit done,
oh yeah,
but I
some
can
really
actually
funny
kind of
stuff
solo this
mentioning
shit.
about Nintendo, where apparently Nintendo showed some really interesting stuff coming up, but all the leech tubers are like, oh, Nintendo woke, whereas the
Nintendo,
real
well, we need
gamers,
to stop
real
Nintendo. How are you
gamers.
going to stop Nintendo? I'm not going to buy
No, but
as
it's all
many
fake.
Nintendo
Again,
things as
it's
I
just
normally
fake
buy.
though.
I haven't bought
None of
anything
them
from Nintendo
None of them are
since we bought the
real.
Switch.
They're not real gamers. I'm going there. They're not real gamers. But again, they're just going to say any company. I don't even like Nintendo, but they're just going to
Yeah,
say any
because it's part of
company
their
is
marketing.
going woke. They went woke or something because it's the only thing that gets them clicks. Their channels dry up and die the instant they even go one
They
single day
contribute
without making a
nothing.
video about that. They
They
can't
aren't the
go a
ones who are
single
contributing to
day.
fighting the culture
Yeah.
war.
They're
That
against
is
the
actually a
culture.
very
They're fucking
important
on the
thing.
other
It's
side.
actually the gamers themselves. People
They're
who actually play
accidentally
the
on the
video
other
games
side of the
themselves
culture war.
are
That's
the
another
ones who
thing.
are fucking winning
That's
this
what
war.
controlled opposition is, as we've been saying for years. And all of that been proven. Every single thing we've said about that has been proven true, except to the people who don't have souls.
Why
But
don't
yeah,
they have souls? Don't they want souls? Is it better for them to sell their souls?
I don't know.
They
Well,
seem to want to
they
rather
don't even.
just sell their
The thing
soul
is, they
from
never
short-term
had a
gain.
soul to sell in the first place, though. That's also very unfortunate. Anyways, I figure we would
Very
wrap
true.
up though. It's just an average, completely average stream, 11 out of 10, as usual. Nick is supposed to stream. Well, we should stream snipe that, shouldn't we?
I'll never know
But
anything about that because I don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
because yeah, his streams are. I'll watch the Alyssa clips. That's what I'll watch. Anything else? Watching his actual stream though, he's boring. He's gay. He's a loser. He's a whiny bitch. As we revealed, we brought Nick
He's also
Rekieta to
gay.
heel
You
years
mentioned that.
ago.
By the way, he's gay. Oh, you said that.
You know what else? He's gay.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Talking
Anyways,
mad shit.
talking
You are talking
mad shit over the internet. Holy shit. Oh, motherfucker.
Holy shit. Oh, motherfucker. Holy
Anyways,
shit.
thanks for people coming into the chat. As usual, you come in here with balls. I don't have the soundboard on tonight.
You came into here to the chat to stream snipe us. Thanks for helping platform us.
Yeah.
Everyone who tries to stream snipe us, anyone who's showing
apparently
up
nobody
angry
did.
and
Somebody
fucking,
should. Damn it! Why don't
thanks
they?
for helping.
Damn it! I'm sorry, but yeah, apparently no. Everyone learned the lesson years ago. Nobody stream snipes us anymore because they learned that lesson
That's
hard way. The hard way, years and years ago.
That is the fucking best part of all. Is two people tried to stream snipe us simultaneously.
Yeah, and both of them
had to fuck off.
Yeah, like two of like the biggest YouTubers in Comicsgate at the time or something. I guess. So I don't even really. One of them was Cecil though, and we sent him packing. He ran crying and screaming from a stream snipe of us.
He was pissing his panties.
Submissively, even the worst
submissively
kind
urinating
of pissing
in his own shoes,
into his own shoes and girly gay underpants. Just a complete spineless jellyfish. Like, and I don't think that the people who are like, yeah, he ran away from a stream snipe and then deleted the stream about it. It's just fucking. These people are all of these culture war YouTubers. First of all, again, they're controlled opposition. All of them are on the other side. They always have been. If you support them, you're on the other side too. You're on the side of the cancel pigs and the SJWs, even if you think you aren't. The only way to actually support, the only way to actually be against the cancel prigs for real is become regular pig or even pay pig down at this link right down here.
Becoming pay pig is the best way to be a pay pig.
The best form of pig. Wonderful, wonderful, radiant, humble pay pig, if you will. Anyways, yeah, if you want to go check out Rekieta's stream too. Of course, somebody in chat saying he's boring and his brain is broken. That usually just makes him more entertaining, though.
It's like, fucking, he's a bigger deal than you. Go ahead, give him all your money then.
Yeah,
you want to donate all your money to somebody? Go by all means, and do that.
Empty your wallets into his bank account now, right this second. Please, I'm not joking. I'm not joking about that. By all means, donate every last cent you have to these people. Let it get flushed down the toilet on cocaine for their children or cancer treatments that are going to go nowhere. And any of that shit. Doesn't matter. More than happy for the NPCs to have their money wasted. I'm fucking smugly satisfied. Which
I take great satisfaction in watching you people destroy yourselves.
We need less of. We need to be less smug. People need to give us less justification for being smug. That is everyone else's fault also. Rekieta will only answer chats about the children over $50. He's such a disgusting sack of crap. Is that actually true, or is it a joke? But it's a joke. But then he's going to actually make that true.
You know, he'll just ignore the shit.
Yeah,
he's not actually going to answer fucking
no
super
amount of
chats.
money.
No matter how much you pay him, he's not going to answer a single super chat of yours.
Like hookers say to Joe Don Baker, not for any price.
Not for any price.
18 minutes and no Nick.
He didn't even
roped.
say anything.
Yeah,
he's
he may
just
blow
sort
off.
of approaching them.
After a half hour of being late, he's going to say, I got sick. I had another 107 temperature or something. Because, again, he did that before. The other shows he blew off were because he was just flying on cocaine and him and his wife were screaming at each other. Those are the actual reasons, as it turned out. Rekieta's a lawyer, Nikado Avocado. That doesn't sound good. That's not good for him to be. Why is he like that?
He's not a real lawyer.
He's not a real lawyer. University of American Samoa, for Christ's sake. Yeah, maybe Nick committed suicide. I don't know. Maybe because they now know his crimes.
I just laughed at that.
He's retiring as president of the bank. They now know my crimes.
He's retiring. He is president of the bank. He is retiring as president of the bank.
Anyways, pit bulls. Some stuff about pit bulls. Anyways, thanks everyone for showing up. Though you come in here with balls, we're able to do these streams because of people like you. To quote Nick Rekieta and using the actual voice Rekieta said that in, because of people like you. And for everyone who does support us, I want to give legitimate thanks. You are cool. You have
for
a
everyone
soul.
who doesn't support us, you're still supporting us. If you're fucking talking about us, you're trying to talk shit about us. If you fucking platform us in any way, you support us.
That's why a lot of them learned not to even acknowledge us, because it always backfires on them, always makes them look stupid. It always reveals them to be disingenuous people. Like they can't mention us without making up some lie.
Well, that's the best
about
part
how angry they are at us for being right, because we were right all along.
If they stay silent,
the more
about
right
us,
we are, the more mad they get every time.
We get to dominate the narrative on their fucking dime. If they talk about us, they platform us. Either way, we win.
Either way, yeah. Which and the thing is, we don't even have to work or do anything for that. All we have to do is exist. All we have to do is stay here. They have
That
to
is the most
they have
important
to
element.
not
A lot
do
of these dumb
cocaine at their
fucking
kids.
retards do not understand. Oh, fucking Eric July has more money than you. That's because he lied to his audience. When he is gone in a few
there's
years,
no avoiding
you
that
are all
too.
going to be ashamed of yourself
Yeah,
that you fell for this, and you're going to be coming
but
back to us.
ashamed into
I guess
silence.
you were right.
That happened again. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. The
It
exact
keeps
same
happening.
way with Comicsgate. Yeah, it's like stairs. It just keeps happening. But yeah, every single time, every one of these people, always they all reveal
It has happened
themselves, and
multiple
it's
times
just
over the years,
always
and
just a
it
matter
keeps
of time.
happening.
Yeah,
That's actually the key thing.
and
Is it
none of
just
them will
keeps
ever
happening
tell
like
the truth or
stairs.
admit anything. Yeah, it that's also yes, just like stairs. Anyway, so yeah, the Rekieta stuff. I would stream snipe it, but he may have gotten scared off. Rekieta, Rekieta, where are you? Are you scared? Oh no.
Rekieta, where are you? I don't
And
want to listen to Rekieta. He's fucking
no,
stupid.
yeah. Why would I
He's
listen
not
to
interesting.
just listen to some gay wad fake internet lawyer? He's not a real lawyer. Some gay wad
He's not a
lawyer,
real lawyer.
cokehead who makes their 9-year-olds do cocaine. Apparently, that's the only real question: is did he intentionally make his 9-year-old do cocaine, or was it just by accident?
Was it an
Um,
accident or on purpose? I
yeah,
don't care.
that's the only remaining question about this, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so again, though, thanks to the people who do hang out and watch the videos and that kind of stuff. For everyone, or just catching up on chat, just some delightful, funny things on chat again. 23 minutes and no Nick. He should just, you know what? He should just take a vacation. He works too hard. He should just take a vacation for the night.
He's working too hard, and then jab a fucking taser, a 30
Good
billion
stream.
watt
Thank
taser
you.
into his back.
Into his urethra. And yeah, for everyone who listens, good job listening to Shitty Webcomics. But for everyone else in the history of the entire internet, as proven thousands and thousands of times, should have listened.
Scientifically.
Yes, scientifically proven, should have listened to Shitty Webcomics. Wow.